Zangiefsgym here. This is video 2.10 in my series of how to fight Menat with Zangief. 2.10, the special move I'm covering today is Guardian of the Sun EX version. So this is the last of the Guardian of the Sun videos. This is the EX version. This is going to end the special moves portion of this training guide tutorial. This will be the 2.0. This is 2.10, but this will be the last of my 2.0 base series, which is focused on Menat's special attacks. So this is going to be the last one, and then 3.0 I will move on to the critical art. So okay, so this is 2.10 Guardian of the Sun EX. I mentioned in the last video, this version of the move is a 6-frame startup. So this is equal to Menat's 6-frame startup light punch version. The medium was 8 frame startup, medium punch, 10 frame startup for the hard punch, and now the EX is back down to 6. Let's take a look at this move. Let's see what changes with the EX variation. Okay. 4. Okay. Now what happens? Alright, so we got 150 points of damage, 10 points higher than the hard punch. What else happened? What else did we see? Okay, other than the 10-point damage increase, her range, okay, so she's not going as far of a distance across the screen, but she is jumping higher, more vertically. See how high she's jumping? Okay, just for clarification here, because this is going to be a wrap-up one, let's take like version 2 here for a second. This is a medium punch version, right? Look at her. Okay, she does go up pretty high, so I guess that's pretty close to the same. But she does really looks like she gets the highest jump on this EX version. Yeah, and she also puts the crystal ball on the top of her hands. See how she's holding the orb above her hands? The medium version we just looked at, she held the ball to the side with her right hand up, so she didn't have as much distance. She's got the greatest height with this version. So what does that mean? Well, that tells us that no matter how high you jump, if you're a high jumping character, she's still going to scoop you up. And now I did not look at the stun damage, but the raw damage is 150. That's the highest so far. The hard punch, I believe, was, what did I say, 130, 140? This is 150, so this one takes the cake. This one is the highest damage. Okay, but stun damage, that's what I wanted to look at. Okay, let's let her do the medium one. What's the stun damage? 150, okay, just as an example. Now, do it again. Okay. Now it's 200. Now it's 200. Now I'm assuming hard was the same thing. I'm assuming hard was 150. I'm assuming. Let's try it. Oh, that was also 200 stun damage. Okay, so the stun damage has been going up. From medium, it was 150. Hard is 200 stun damage points. EX is also just 200, but it does increase the damage goes up from 140 up to 150. So I'm assuming that mostly what's changed is just simply the total damage and her jump height. Her jump height is the highest vertical jump possible. There is no jump height that any character could reach that's going to be above her EX, Guardian of the Sun. That has the highest, it can catch anybody. I don't care how high you jump. That's going to catch you, because look at how high she jumps. Now what else? What else? Is it possible she can grab us on the ground? No, she can't grab us on the ground. So it's still a an air dependent move, but if we even as much as touch the air, she scoops us up. She scoops us up. And also, I would assume because this one is so vertical, she could also combo into this one even more so than she could, say, the medium one, which jumps more total distance as opposed to jumping as high. So this one, she reaches the greatest height. you know, like I mentioned. So it does the most damage. The stun is just as high as the hard variation, and it does more damage than the hard variation, 10 points higher. And she jumps the highest vertical range with this move. Being tall, if you're jumping high, she's gonna catch you anyway. And she's still got some range. She still has some range with this one, right? She's not totally going tall. She's also going out and wide to a point. Not as far as the hard one, but far enough to be a pretty good threat. So all in all, the Guardian of the Sun is best avoided if we can time our jumps properly. When I say properly, I mean just at a good time. Use a little discernment. Try to keep her focused on the ground game so she won't be doing Guardian of the Sun. She'll be focused on trying to fight you, and then you can jump in with an SPD or whatever the case may be. Jump in with a combo. The strong bread and butter 4-hit combo. You know, you could jump in with that. But again, you don't want to mess with the Guardian of the Sun. You definitely want to jump when she's not expecting it. Jump at unexpectedly. Let it be a surprise to her, and you just want to avoid being caught with the Guardian of the Sun as much as possible. If she does it as part of a combo, then you're going to end up having to just deal with that. But okay, so try not to jump as much, but sometimes you kind of have to with the orb. Just be careful. If she's throwing the orb a lot, you'll be safe to jump as long as she's busy throwing the orb out. But if she already has thrown it out and she's not doing anything, and you're the Guardian of the Sun, so catch her by surprise with the jump-ins, guys. Okay. Otherwise, just stay out of the air as much as possible, because you don't want to be hit by this move. All right. I will be moving on to the critical art in 3.0. I don't imagine that will be a terribly long video, but you can come check that out. It'd be cool to see, and we'll take a look at it. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching.